Hello, everybody.
Howdy.
Howdy.
How
That
you
just
doing?
didn't sound right coming from me. How is everybody doing this evening? Sorry, they're trying to get my my tablet set up for me. Hopefully everybody's weekend was better than mine. Started off with a funeral on Friday. Saturday wasn't too bad. Then Sunday, we had a little bit of an issue or an incident. Unfortunately, Jess is doing okay. Jess got affected by the heat on Sunday, and so everything's things are just working themselves out. So other than that, the event on Dennis, you had a decent weekend.
Yes. I basically stayed close to home and did superhero costume repair. I'm about 95% done with my Aquaman costume.
Okay.
And so basically all I got left to do is to do a little trimming and sewing on the gauntlets, and I should be ready to rock and roll with Aquaman.
Okay, cool.
So that's going to be the newest thing in my
Now,
repertoire.
when are you going to debut that?
Oh,
I was going to say this weekend you're Batman.
This weekend I'm Batman at the Heroes Complex, so it's not going to be this weekend.
Right.
So it's probably going to be. That's a good question. Maybe one of the days at Heroes
Heroes for
Kids
Kids Con?
Comic Con. So probably went.
Okay. Tess, I need the controller, please.
Yep.
But
Speaking.
I haven't always done Batman at the con.
Right.
I've done Cap, and I think I did Wolverine one year. But yeah, I can do Aquaman, or at least one of the days,
Okay.
or at least part of the day, maybe. And
Sweet.
we'll see how it goes.
To let everybody know, I debuted my corn sweatsuit over the weekend, or actually Thursday evening. We were at St. John Dairy Queen Grill and Treats.
Frozen.
We are frozen. Well, we're frozen there. Are we frozen on the deal? Okay. Dairy Queen Grill and Treats in Frozen Treats or whatever it is up in St. John.
Mm-hmm.
We ended up meeting and greeting with about 70 kids, close to it.
Yeah, something like that.
And then we sat and ate dinner there.
Right.
And the kids loved it.
Yeah.
Getting to eat with Superman and Batman and Green Lantern and
Yeah. Over by where the counter was, they could look through the wall and see us sitting at the table and eating. So we did.
Yep. So yeah, that was fun.
Thanks
so
to Tessa for being a handler. She did.
Yes,
a good job.
Tessa did an awesome job handling. Jess was the hero wrangler, making sure we were all in the right places for photos. She took some. Jess took photos. The photos were awesome. And again, big shout out to Dairy Queen of St. John.
Yeah.
For having us up there for their promotional deal for the new Superman movie. Yeah, I had a blast. And their Superman Blizzard tastes like a birthday cake.
Yeah, it does.
Yes.
It does. So
it's definitely it's definitely, if you got a sweet tooth,
definitely, yes.
I mean, it had these little chunks of almost like cake.
Well, it was cookie dough.
It was cookie dough.
Had cookie
Yeah,
dough,
that's it.
sprinkles.
Yeah, and yeah,
The ice cream was blue.
Mhm.
So I mean, it was good.
it was super. Yeah.
So yeah, bring it here. Tell Mom gets me mine down here. Thank you.
Our technical expert over here.
Thank you.
Voila.
Voila.
What are you?
Okay.
What are you, French.
So, but no, like I said, we're doing okay. Like I said, this went and seen the Cardinal game. Sunday, and unfortunately, Jess, the pavement and the heat did not mix. So, but she's doing okay. I want to. Again, so a big shout out to the. We were sitting in the Mercy Hospital section of at the game, so I want to thank. I know they're not on here, but the nurse and the doctor that come down and helped out. I want to thank the staff, the first responders there at the ball team or at the ballpark. You know, also the two elderly ladies that we borrowed the wrap from. That we just borrowed the wrap from before the game even started. We were supposed to give the wrap back to her. The wrap back to the ladies. You know, thank you for letting us borrow it. Unfortunately, we couldn't find them. And again, this is one of those things. With the way it's hot, and we're supposed to be in this heat advisory up until I think Thursday, Friday of this week. Even if you feel, we did everything right. Again, being a first responder myself, lots of water. We were in and out. We made sure we were in and out of the shade. Jess was sweating, so she didn't feel. You know, she
didn't feel distressed.
No, she didn't.
She didn't feel loopy or anything like
no,
that?
nothing. So, I mean, lots of water. We ate. We had food, a drink, no alcohol, nothing real high in sugars or anything. She was keeping her body cool, loose-fitting clothing. Both of us were. Anytime we would start feeling like we were getting hot, we'd step up into the shade and cool off. We'd come back down to our seats, and then it just you know, stuff happens. So, but again, I want to thank the medical staff that was there, the two ladies, Mercy Hospital staff that attended to her, the ushers. Again, there's a reason why it's called Cardinal Nation at Busch Stadium, or here at St. Louis, or around the world. There's a reason why it's called Cardinal Nation, and we take care of we definitely take care of the Cardinal Nation takes care of itself.
Right.
So much love to, you know, the Cardinals organization and everything like that. No, we didn't get any like cool prizes or anything because you know, no, that was not it. And my stubborn wife still went out and watched and finished the ball game. Granted, we stayed in the shade. We stayed in the shade most of it. They found us a seat, and we stayed in the shade. But we finished the ball games. Unfortunately, the Cardinals lost 4-1. But you know what? So it just, again, with this heat, don't let your body fool you. Drink lots of water. Stay hydrated. Stay cool. I mean, the heat is no joke. Again, myself and Jess, we both thought she was okay. And it was just, I mean, it was literally in a second. That literally how long it took. So again, Jess is doing okay. She's a little banged up a little bit, but everything is fine. And like I said, I want to thank the Cardinal Nation and everything, the Busch Stadium, the staff at the Cardinal Stadium, and the nurse and the doctor from Mercy Hospital that was there, and the medical staff that they have that comes in. Again, it was nothing too major. I mean, she's got a few scrapes and bumps and bruises, but everything's good. So, and she's probably going to kick my butt for saying something. But again, I want to say something. You know, but again, it's one of those things. It's you know, again, well, part of us doing this stuff is our real life. So, So yeah, my weekend was a little hectic. It was supposed to turn out our weekend, Jess and mine's weekend was a little hectic. Started off with a funeral. Well, started off I guess Thursday. Awesome time at DQ. Wednesday, that was Thursday night. Friday we had a funeral. Saturday we went out to see. We had a few errands we had to run, and then took Tessa to go to the Cape Theater, or not Cape, the
Perryville.
Son of a gun, Perryville, the Perry Park Center, to watch How to Train Your Dragon. It's a good movie. Changed up a little bit, but it stayed for the most part true to the story,
Yes.
to the animated movie.
Kind of added a little bit to it, or
Yeah.
something.
Definitely
How
worth
would you
the
do
watch.
that?
And then Sunday, Mother Nature caught up. Mother Nature decided it was going to rear its ugly head.
Mhm.
So now it's just the aftermath with that.
I mean, my weekend was pretty lame compared to yours. After Batman showed up at DQ, then Aquaman started making an appearance at my house.
He started scaling fish, huh?
Yeah, he was talking to fish at least. He was talking to fish sticks, and then I had the Wrestle Swamp thing out of my sink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
that's what we want to call it.
Yeah. Well, let's put it like this: it was hair, soap, scum, and teenage daughter. That's it. But anyway,
Okay, this weekend, Dennis is running the event at the Heroes Complex.
Mhm.
Now, for those in the Mount Vernon area, please go out, support the Mount Vernon events. I will not, unfortunately, due to unforeseen circumstances, I will not be going to the Mount Vernon event. I actually am. I've got to work on making sure I've got a decent Superman suit, not the corn sweat suit that's hotter than heck,
right.
but one of my lighter weight suits. But I will be helping Dennis out up at the Hero Complex. So Dennis will be running the Hero Complex event, and I will get to sit back and chill.
See, July is Superman's movie
Yeah.
debut month, so
I'm
he's
gonna
going to be doing a lot of stuff. But and you know, DQ is yours, but yours for Complex is opening up with a working Bat Cave. So
Yep.
so they want Batman to kind of spearhead this one.
So yeah, so Batman's going to be out there for. So we're going to have the big group out there for this weekend.
Ellie Mack and
Ellie Mack.
Wyatt.
Hey Wyatt. Hey Ellie Mack.
Johnny
Again-
Blaze was on.
Who?
Johnny was on.
John.
Johnny Blaze.
Oh, Johnny Blaze. Okay. Well, we don't see him. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey Johnny
He'll pop up
Blaze.
here in a little
Yep.
I know.
Unless it's okay. So Heroes Complex. It's going to be a blast out there. We've done it for last year was our first year doing it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I think you went up and did another event with them later.
Yeah. It was.
Excuse me. It was for
I think it
Batman's
was-
birthday or something like that.
Yeah,
you went up
it
and
was,
did something.
It was toward the end of the year, like in September, October. I think.
Yeah.
So anyway, but yeah, it was Batman's birthday, and so. Yeah.
We've done a couple events. I've been up there off. It's an awesome place to go.
But they're finally opening up that big.
I'm looking forward to it. Again, they've done a tremendous job on advertising for it. So looking forward to coming out there for that one. Then on Sunday, we have the Shriners Toy Show in St. Louis. Now the Hero Complex thing is in St. Peter's. Then the Shriners Toy Show will be in St. Louis on the 29th. Heroes for Kids will have a booth there. It's going to be awesome. We'll be raising money for Heroes for Kids Comic Con. I get to, it's one of those things. I love going out and being able to do stuff for Shriners Hospital. Again, I hold that one near and dear. That hospital definitely near and dear to my heart. Then we have the 3rd of July. I don't know if we'll have our tent set up because we're still working on details on that. But Captain America and Superman will be out at the Perryville 4th of July fireworks. Any of our characters would like to come up, please. This is our big pretty much hoorah here in Perryville for us to promote for the Comic-Con. So Jess will be there. Hopefully we can set up a table or something. If we don't have our canopy, we can set up our table to do a last minute. Hopefully we may be able to do a 4th of July special for some tickets.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Which we did last year. So.
Marcus Theater, the 10th, 11th, and 12th. We will be possibly even the 13th, don't know yet, but we will be at Cape Girardeau Marcus Theater. Now I will be there the 10th and 11th in the evening after I get off work. You gonna try to come? Okay. Yeah. Again, it'll be something late in the evening. Thank you. That's fine. Okay, I don't have my calendar.
Nice.
That's weird.
Go past the June 16th at 9:15 p.m. when you promoted for that live.
It kicked you off of it?
No, I'm on here, but it's not giving me my. It's not giving me the. Mom's got me on a different page. Mom doesn't. That has me on. Mom, it's not giving me the posts. See if that does it. Nope.
Need me to find it, Dad?
Nope. No, you're good. You're good.
Anyway.
Well, I don't have my calendar, so. July 10th, 11th, 12th, we will be now July 12th. Heroes for Kids will have a bunch of DC characters there as well. So look forward to seeing everybody there, and that'll be an all-day ordeal. We'll be taking breaks within it, and then hopefully we get to jump in and see the movie at some time.
Yeah.
Then the 13th, we have Toyman, which is up in Bridgeton at the Machinist Hall. And a special guest at the Machinist Hall will be Patricia Patz from Snoopy. And then we will have Pinhead, one of the Pinheads. Paul Taylor will be there. So we will get to hang out with Paul Taylor and Patricia Patz
ask him for the Chick-fil-A experience.
Yes.
He'll probably say, "Oh no, that was hell."
Probably.
that was something else. I mean, he
also
had a hard time
language.
even getting away from where he lives.
Tessa?
He had a hard time even getting out of his home city to even get up here. When he finally got up here, he was standing out there waiting in the heat, waiting for me to show up. When I finally got up there, got him in the car, he was like, "I am starving. We got to find a Chick-fil-A." So we're driving down 270 to see a sign, Chick-fil-A, here at this exit. So we drive down, we follow the signs. We found out that Chick-fil-A was like 10 miles up the road. And it's like, no. He's like,
not doing that.
I said, "I'll tell you what, let us get to like Festus and I'll take you to a Chick-fil-A." He's like, "Okay." So we get to Festus, we get to a Chick-fil-A, we get him fed. When we finally pull in, it's like 8 o'clock at night. And he's like, "Finally, I made it to Perryville." I'm like, "Everybody's over at the
dinner and
at Jackson Street," and he's like, "I'm too pooped to pop. Just drop me off at the hotel." And so as soon as I drop him off, I live right over by there. So I was just like, you know what? I don't even feel like driving over there.
Yeah.
I can imagine how he felt like. And so I went on home. But when I said goodbye to him Saturday, he was like, "I just want you to know, we'll always have Chick-fil-A." And then you guys had to go and lock him in the in
Rocky
Villainous Grounds.
Villainous Grounds.
You didn't want
That
him
was
to-
adorable.
We couldn't even get him there, and then we couldn't get it.
Yeah, then we didn't want him to leave. Yeah, we didn't want him to leave. But no, it was a blast. So we get to see Patricia Pat's. I believe she did Lucy. I believe she did Lucy for Peanuts.
Haven't we met her before?
Yes, we have. Awesome lady. Awesome
Over at
lady.
St. Robert's?
I believe so.
Okay.
No, where'd we meet her at? Huh?
Peppermint Patty.
She did Peppermint Patty. I don't know.
Well, with the initials like that.
So she did, okay, Patricia Pat's did Peppermint Patty.
And then she had PP.
Yes.
Okay.
So for Peanuts.
For Peanuts.
Peppermint Patty for Peanuts. Or Snoopy, or however.
Patricia Pat for Peppermint Patty for Peanuts.
Yes. And then we have Paul
Pray
Taylor.
tell.
And then we
And Paul Taylor.
And then we have Paul Taylor, which is going to be a Hellraiser.
Pinhead.
Yes.
The Pinhead.
The Pinhead. Okay.
Someone got P.
We got a bunch of peas there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give P's a chance.
Yes. So, then
Yes.
the following week we have dun 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 Heroes for Kids Comic Con.
Yeah, finally, thank God.
Check out, dude. Let's see. I don't know if it's on here. We're gonna have to see. This is gonna be pretty cool. Let me see if she's got these on here. Okay. Well, how's this? We'll do this. Heroes for Kids Comic Con. Oops, wrong thing.
No.
Oh, there we go. Heroes for Kids Comic Con, July 19th and 20th.
Yes.
Perry Park Center. Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. VIPs get in at 9 on Saturday.
Right.
11:30 to 5 on Sunday. Sponsored by Heroes for Kids and most tastefully tasting Villainous Grounds. What?
None.
Our yes will be the
It just seems
captain.
weird hearing those words come out of your mouth. The succulent, totally tasty. I'm like, okay.
The
I'll be over here.
The Captain Dorn Foundation
Yes.
and the Perry County Community Task Force.
Yes.
How's this? Okay, there are partners in crime.
All right,
There we go.
Yeah.
Now we have our special guest, second generation Disney animation artist, Philo Barnhart.
Will he have dingle hoppers at his
He might.
thingamabobbers and whatchamajiggers and
Don't know
He
what
might.
he's saying. He
Yeah.
might.
Yeah.
Then we also have the awesome, the talented Scott Innes,
Yeah.
the man of 100 voices. I mean, yeah.
Quite totally.
Yeah. Then you have the king of wrestling, Jerry the King Lawler, will be here. Oh, there are promo photos, videos. We've got 3 of them.
We've got.
You know what? Who wants to hear? Crank up the audio.
Oh, boy.
Whoa.
What are you doing?
It's at 20.
Let's do it.
Ow.
Scooby-Doo, where are you? Scooby-Dooby-Doo, it's Scrappy-Doo too. Hey everybody, Scott Innes here. We're coming to Perryville, Missouri. Get ready. We've also got Jerry the King Lawler. Philo Barnhart is going to be there, a great animator. And dude, I'm telling you, we have thrown out all the stops. We're going to bring it. We're bringing a Scooby-Doo store to Choke a Horse. I mean, I'm telling you, right, Scoob? Yeah. All your Funko Pops, your T-shirts, your hats, everything and anything Scooby-Doo. We are going to have a good time. We're even going to put on a show. We're going to do a whole 15-minute show with me doing all the voices from all the movies and all that stuff. Yeah, Papa Smurf, you know, all those characters. What's up, Tom? You get the gist. Perryville, Missouri. It's going to be, I think it's the 19th and 20th, right? And we're coming up there. That's July, by the way. All the details are in the post above. Make plans to come see it. It's going to be the biggest and best that it's ever been. Scott Innes right here, bringing the cast. Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
I have no idea what all that stuff is. Oh, shoot. Okay.
Okay.
Get back onto that. Let's do another one.
Ghost Clown, what's the pendant? Well, I don't actually have a pendant. Hey, everybody, Scott Ennis here. You know me as Scooby-Doo, where are you? Ghost Clown, what's the pendant? Well, I don't actually have a pendant. Hey, everybody, Scott Ennis here. You know me as Scooby-Doo, where are you? The voice behind, well, some of your favorite cartoon characters. Scooby-Dooby-Doo and Scrappy-Doo, too. Fred Flintstone and Bunny Rubble and Yogi Bear and Boo Boo, and this is Papa Smurf. We are coming to Heroes for Kids Comic Con. This is going to be in Perryville, Missouri. It's going to be July 19th and 20th. I'm so excited. We are bringing the whole Scooby-Doo store, Pops. We've got t-shirts, hats, plushes, books, statues, you name it. We've got everything under the sun. And we're going to be bringing it. And the celebration of Scooby-Doo, 55 years. Hard to believe. Hey, come see us. Perryville, Missouri. Are you writing this down? Get a pen. This is going to be on July 19th and 20th of July. And we're going to be at the, the Perry Park Center, I believe? Yeah, in Perryville, Missouri. So, yeah, it's going to be July 19th and 20th. We're excited. And you should be, too. Come on out. It's a great cause. Heroes for Kids. I hear Superman's going to be there. I love Superman. So anyway, come see us. We're looking forward to it. Scooby-Doo, where are... Well, hey, you know, would have got away with it, too, if it wasn't for you meddling kids.
And then... here I am with Jerry the King Lawler.
That's me.
So, come out to Perryville, July 19th and 20th. 800 City Park Drive, Perryville, Missouri. Come and meet the King.
It's going to be a great time. It's going to be just give us notice of all of this great stuff that we're going to have available to everybody that comes by, and just come by and say hi, get an autograph from the King.
July 19th and 20th, Heroes for Kids Comic Con. The King, Jerry Lawler.
There you go.
Oh. Look forward to seeing everybody here. Now, again, it's going to be here in Perryville at 800 City Park Drive, Perryville, Missouri, the Perry Park Center. What? Villainous Cafe will have some awesome and delicious treats. Thank you to all of our sponsors that have sponsored to help us do what we do. Did I miss one?
There's still a fourth video.
I only see 3.
Yeah, I know. I haven't posted the fourth one yet.
Oh, okay.
What?
There's a 4th video coming.
So, occasionally check our website
Yes.
and see what that's about.
Okay, we have, again, delicious cafe treats. Dun, dun, dun. Sandwiches.
Sandwiches?
Sandwiches.
Okay.
We have chicken salad. Hardwood smoked pork. Yes, it does. With additional sides, potato chips, carrot sticks, or potato salad. We have sweet treats, brownies, blueberry bites, and salted caramel cookies. We have specialty drinks with the souvenir cup. Specialty beverages, $5 16-ounce cup, or you can get the souvenir cup. If we once while supplies last on those. We've got the Scooby Palmer, the Shaggylicious.
Hey, here's a specialty cup.
Oh,
Sample.
yes. Dun dun dun. Pause it.
I can't see you.
Besides, after accident, do you want her to trust her at the top of the stairs?
No. I mean, she's already seeing 4 of me.
Toss it to the 2 in the middle.
Yeah, toss it to the 2 in the middle. The only problem is we're staggered up the steps.
And suddenly you get hit in the head and you go down the stairs.
Here is our souvenir cup. Heroes for Kids Comic Con 2025. So all nice, that nice green Scooby color.
It's kryptonite, don't tell him.
I'm gonna slap you. We also have other beverages: hot cocoa, cold brew coffee, hot tea, cold tea, and single sip flavor packs.
So your bottled water.
For your bottled water. What?
About ready to lose Mongolian beef.
We're always.
Would you quit trying to end my food?
Anyway,
Vendiers.
Vendors.
Oh, let's see. We've got a few more. I think. Are we completely full on? We're still missing one. No, we're not. Are we completely full on the floor? I think we're completely full. We're sold out of booth spaces. We actually have a waiting list. Do what?
Floor is full.
Floor is full. We have a waiting list
Okay.
for people to get into the show, for vendors to get into the show,
Okay.
which is awesome. Artists. We have art by Autumn Zybo. We have Chris Ebert, Bob Hamby, Celestia Johnson art.
Any relation?
No. This one is Tessa Johnson art. Podix paintings, Fantasy Realms, Bilbus Thick.
And we got the authors.
Then here's our authors. Go for it.
Okay. Richard Beauchamp, Todd Black, Books and Crafts by Justice, Amy Hale, Morgan Strong Comnick, Golden Hollow, Weston Kincaid, Ellie Mack, and Diane Ward.
Vendors. We have the 501st and Rebel Legion. I believe they will be there Saturday only. AJ's Comics, Cards, and Collectibles, The Bone Cave, Boot Hill Bat Fam.
Chelsea Gwynn Cosplay, Colonel Ambush Handmade Jewelry, Critical Crafter, The Crystal Lizard.
Custom Dream by Bev. Duncan's Laser and Gray Liver and
Easy for you to say.
Tell me about it. Extrema Comics and Foam Forgeries.
Since you threatened to yank our Mongolian beef, you got all
Yeah.
tongue tied. Okay. Then there's the Gotham City Comics and Collectibles. Heroes for Kids. I wonder who those guys are.
Hey, look at that.
Yeah.
Huh? I said Extremacon.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
What did I say?
It sounded like you said Extreme Comics.
No, I said Extremacon.
Oracle's hearing things.
Yeah.
Okay, we already talked about Heroes for Kids. Impressive Inks.
Hey, look at that.
and
Impressive
Comics.
Inks.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, hey,
look at that.
Hey, whoa, hey. Yeah. And then Infinity Comics. Yeah.
Justin's 3D prints, just like our fan fiction, Leisure Time Creations, or Treasures, and Little Black Cat Company.
Then we got Low Cools, Marcus Theaters from Cape Girardeau, Mercy Perry Ambulance, and Midwest Throwdown Professional Wrestling.
Hey, look, there's another one. Well, it's,
Yeah.
So that's the generic logo.
Yeah.
We have Missouri,
It needs to have scallop capes and pointy ears and stuff.
Missouri Child Identification Program, Raymond Santa. Is your time
Funko
tell
Pop.
what you think it is? Raymond Santa Parker Funko Pops. There we go.
Yeah.
Pitts Productions, Perry County Sheriff's Department.
And then there's the Perryville Fire Department, the Perryville Police Department, Quilting Mother CR Printing, and Red Brick Collective.
Brian Rischerty, 3D. St. Louis Brick Fanatics, Villainous Grounds, and
What are you, Pink Panther vampires?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somewhere else.
Okay.
Son of a gun. Again, again, I am sorry. We have had. That ain't all, folks.
Yeah.
And I don't know what just happened.
We had bad. We beat Sunday.
Yep. I will agree with that. Oh shoot. There we go. Get us back up here. Here in a minute. There we go. Wanting to freeze on me, guys. Give me just a little bit. Son of a gun. I don't know what it just
Got to
did.
pay the internet bill.
Yep. Scheduled events. There you go.
Okay.
Saturday and Sunday. Well, here, scoot this out of the way.
Well, on
Early
Friday we get.
Friday is set up for all of our vendors from 2 to 7.
Mm-hmm.
And then start back up at, I believe, 7 o'clock Saturday morning and runs until 9 on setup. Vendors need to be set up by 9 o'clock for the VIPs, and we just had somebody click in there.
Yeah. I do not believe the cafe will have boba.
Okay.
Ellie asked if there was going to be boba there.
Okay. Early bird VIP starts at 9 o'clock. General admission at 10. Villainous Ground, the silent auction, and Villainous Cafe opens at 10. 10:20 is presentation of color ceremony and a national anthem by Karen Pierce. She does an awesome job. There will be, and we will have as soon as we get the lady's name up there, it will also be signed, if I'm not mistaken, for the hearing impaired. Then we have at 10:30 Dungeons and Dragons, or the D&D exhibition game begins in the gaming corner. 11 Smash Brothers. 1 panel featuring Scott Ennis. It will be in the theater, so you just heard his promo. I mean, can you just imagine that panel?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
going to be a blast.
Oh yeah.
1:30's the D&D session begins. Another D&D session begins in the gaming corner. 1:30 also brick by brick building competition will start
At the Villains Cafe.
at the Villains Cafe. 3 o'clock costume contest line up in front of the entrance table, parade to the floor, and out to the theater to where we can have the costume contest. Villainous Ground closes, Villainous Cafe closes for the day, and Vendor 4 closes at 5 p.m. So we don't do that, stay open until 8, 9 o'clock in the evening. Just, yeah. Sunday, show floor opens at 11:30. Villains Cafe opens at 11:30. Noon, D&D starts. Trivia at the Villains Cafe at 1. 2, something sketchy. So who wants to get involved in the sketch contest? Then the silent auction ends at 3 o'clock. 4:30, the preliminary count for the check presentation will happen at the Heroes for Kids backdrop. And then 4:30, the Villains Cafe closes. 5 o'clock, the vendor floor closes. And then it's loadout. So look forward. So that is our scheduled events. And it is a to be determined, just to give you, I mean, because anything can change. We can, yeah.
I think I'm gonna ask for that Monday off so I can. Rest,
Yeah,
rest
I've got
yeah.
that Monday off myself because costume contest. Go on to the activities for the costume contest. Gives you all the prizes and everything about it. Smash Brothers tournament. It will give you a little bit about it. Got a QR code. Then the Dungeons and Dragons game. It tells you a little bit about it as well. Sunday's campaigns, unknown Tribunes. This is the king for it. So, okay. I don't know what else we've got. So, that, I mean, we've got
Tons of stuff.
tons of stuff for everybody to do. So, it's going to be, we're going to have a blast.
Anyway, I'm getting tired just thinking.
I know it. Kick your phone back on, and then I think that's where I'm going to stop at with it, because again, with our calendar, because
We don't really want to go beyond that anyway. So.
Yeah, Heroes for Kid Comic Con takes us to basically the end of July.
Yeah.
So we've got a massively packed July schedule. Please come out, check us, hang out with us, either at again this weekend, the Heroes Complex. Then we've got the Shriners event on Sunday. Then we have Marcus Theater the 10th, 11th, and 12th, possibly even the 13th. But that morning, we will be at the Toyman show with Patricia Patz, who was Peppermint Patty, and Paul Taylor, Pinhead, will be at
Great tell.
yes,
Perchance.
at the Machinist Hall in Bridgeton. Ah,
At the Machinist Hall in
yes. And then Setup and Heroes for Kids Comic Con is the 18th, 19th, and 20th. And that takes us to the end of the month. And then we'll have a week end off, I think. And then we will, maybe 2 weekends off. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, it looks like a weekend off, and then we go right into another ordeal. So, which is going to be awesome. And then we start
How's
working.
an ordeal awesome? You said it was.
It's always hey, an ordeal is always awesome when it has something to do with Heroes for Kids.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, if it has something to do with Heroes for Kids, it's awesome. Well, I didn't want to get into October, or not
Right,
October, but August.
Yeah, don't get into October.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, we're bypassing September and August and all that stuff. So no. Okay. Anyway, but yeah.
Are you are you ready to run this event? The event for this weekekend?
Yeah.
I'm
I'm building up steam as I go.
You know, Jess will be there to lean on you and go, "Come on."
Yeah. She will. Don't worry. I'll be contacting some folks and saying, okay, we're solidifying. Here's what's going on. So we do have a chat for our costumers. We've already got chat up, and you've already talked on it. Check it periodically. If there's any new information, it will be on there. And yeah. So.
Who's ready for the Superman movie? Are you?
I guess.
Well, no.
Yeah, I actually am. I'm kidding.
No,
I'm actually
it's-
looking forward to it.
I'm nervous about it because DC has sunk a lot into it. What I'm hearing, their budget for the new movie has went above, close to it, or went above, either close to or above the budget for Man of Steel with Henry Cavill. So
Probably
they've
James
thrown.
Gunn told him, if you want this to take off.
So
You
there's a
can't- you
lot.
can't be
There's a
skipping.
lot. There's a lot resting on this movie. So
Yeah. From what I've seen, like of the costumes and stuff, Hot Girl, Metamorpho, dead on.
yeah.
Mr. Terrific, spot on. Lex, it looks like Lex is going to really be good. I'm not
I'm
sure
trying-
I'm a fan of the Green Lantern
Oh,
Guy
Guy Gardner?
But then again, we're talking about Nathan Fillion here, and he's such an amazing actor,
Yeah.
and he loves the genre of science fiction and all
Yeah,
that stuff. So if anybody's going to pull this off, that will be the guy that does it.
I've literally had to stop watching or reading clips and stuff about the movie because I don't want to spoil the movie. So it's just
Okay, Chuck Cochran wants to know, will the Witch King of Nazgul be allowed to consume the souls of all the contestants that do not win the costume contest?
yes, he can.
Yes, we will not stop you from doing that. Now, will you succeed? I don't know.
Yeah.
We will not succeed.
Yeah, well, we've got Scrappy Doo there, so you never know. Scrappy Doo may get involved in that.
Okay.
I'm
Rachel
really
said she'll be
debating.
in St. Peter's this weekend too.
Okay.
Okay. It's like we said, it's going to be
a scorcher,
it's going to be
guys.
it's going to be a scorcher, so it is part of it's outdoors. I mean, they've got like they had last year with the
Right.
with the bouncy houses and the band and all that stuff that's out there. They've got some special things that are going on out there that to help raise funds. A lot of the stuff is free. Some of it
Has a little bit of a charge
has
to
a little
it.
bit
Yeah.
of a charge to it, so that they can build up a donation for a charity that is up in St. Louis. And so you will have a chance to go inside and cool off. There's a video game center. The new building is open now, so
Awesome.
it's really big, and you'll be able to go back in there if you're a cosplayer. So, so all I'm asking the costumers, the cosplayers this weekend is be safe. If you feel you're getting overheated, there's nothing wrong with going inside.
No, there's a buddy system. The way I like
Right.
to do it, especially on outside events, especially when we're there as a group, have a buddy system.
They're also going to have water for us costumers, and we're also going to get a food voucher so that
Nice.
so that they'll even feed us
Right.
after.
But no, buddy system. I don't care if it's. I mean, I'm not saying help the person in the bathroom, but even if you got to step out to go use the restroom, snag one of the cosplayers, snag one of the volunteers to go with you. Again, better
at least
safe
let
than
us
sorry.
at least let us know where you're going, so you know.
That way that way you've got somebody with you.
Right.
Especially, I mean, because again, the heat's no joke. And I won't get into it, but we had a fight with the heat Sunday, and I don't want to see any of us get hurt. Hurt because we're in costumes, however thick or whatever material it's in. So just everybody be safe.
Okay.
Yeah.
And like I said, Rachel, whatever costume you want to do, Supergirl or Catwoman is fine. The new gaming center does have a bat cave that is going to be there. So if you get overheated in that costume, you can always go inside and cool off there. So it's your choice, whatever you want to do, but just keep in mind the weather and all that stuff.
Yeah. So we'll get a final list. I guess Dennis will get a final list of all the characters that you'll get to see this weekend at the Heroes Complex.
Right.
So that's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I'm talking with the folks now. They're going to send me a copy of the itinerary. So it looks like they kind of want us there by 3:30, and
Excuse me.
the event will officially begin at 4 o'clock, and we're all going to come out en masse. They're doing bigger than they did last year. We're going to have a musical fanfare as we walk out. And
Do you think? Well, depending on the costumes, you think 4 o'clock or 3 o'clock is 3:30?
they said that 3:30 is when they're starting to let the volunteers come in and do their thing. That will give us time, an hour, to suit up.
You just said it started at 4.
The event starts at 4. We're coming out at 4:30. So we've got an hour to
get suited up.
get suited up and
Misunderstood. I'm sorry.
okay, yeah, they're going to actually start running the games
Getting
and all that
everything
stuff,
going.
getting everything going by 4 o'clock. Okay, and then we're supposed to come out at 4:30. Playing
Do
music,
our-
dun, 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 and then we'll go out, we'll mingle, and do our thing. And it looks
Awesome.
I think it goes until at least, what did they say, 7? I'm going to find all this out. I'm going to solidify all this out.
And
But
it's all
like,
in the chat.
yeah, it sounds like it's 7, and then after that, they're going
They're going to do the fireworks and
yeah, I
stuff at
think
the end.
they're going to start setting up for the fireworks and all that stuff. So, like I said, I'm gonna find all that out, and I'll post it and let you guys know what's going on, and then
Okay.
we can make it out. Right now, we've got whatever Rachel's gonna dress as. We're gonna have a Wonder Woman, we're gonna have a Batman. It sounds like we've got Captain America, Wolverine, a Thor, and we're trying to figure out how we're gonna do this, but we want to really avoid repeats. It sounds like we're going to have 2 Spider-Men. I don't know if it's going to be
We'll see what we got.
a Miles Morales and a Peter Parker. I don't know. I don't know yet.
Yeah.
We'll figure that out.
Well, you got the multiverse, so
Well, we got the multiverse,
Yeah.
so because I think the guy that they have playing Spider-Man is going to be inside the building, and he's going to do story time with the kids and stuff like that. So,
Okay.
so we might be able to have Spider-Man outside
Yeah.
and doing the thing out there. So we're going to find all that out and see if that's a problem. And like I said, we'll get that all set up, and you guys will know everything long before Saturday night comes around. So
Cool.
so we'll be good to go.
Awesome. So yeah, no. Other than that, yeah, I'm looking forward to meeting and greeting with everybody. Yeah, I mean, I'm ready to get back out there. I'm ready to get my, I guess you could say,
Soup
get
on.
out of the funk and get my soup on. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the front get your soup on. Yeah.
Yeah. It is. You know, even though we just did something last Thursday,
Mm-hmm.
it just, you know, with the way my weekend went, I need that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know what
you
you're saying.
do. It's just,
And yeah, the thing of it is you know, this con season thing that we do, it always seems to be right in the thick of summer and and so you got to go lightweight and all this stuff. But our most impressive costumes are the ones that are way too warm to wear. So you got to.
I don't know. All my Superman suits are all pretty cool. So
Well, yeah.
come on.
I mean, I've got like 3 different Batman costumes. I could probably come up with a 4th if I had to. You know.
I'm a
Yeah.
little bit more on the Superman stuff.
Yeah.
I've got what is it? I think one time I think we counted it up. I've got I think 10 variations of
The super suit. Yeah.
the super
Where's
suit.
my super suit?
Of
Just choose
the-
one.
Yeah, that I can do. For instance, the main structure of it is the same, but I can change little pieces to it.
Right.
And what makes it even worse, is every version is canon.
Yeah.
Every version I have, I was like, hey, I'm just gonna throw this together.
It's like
and make
Mark
sure it
1,
works.
Mark 2, Mark 3.
Yeah, it's like the
Seven,
Iron
two.
Man. My closet. Well,
It's
my
like Iron
closet.
Man,
I open
Superman.
up and it's all Superman.
Yeah, it's like the
basically.
Fortress of Solitude in there. Like,
I wouldn't know what you're talking about.
yeah, I don't know what you're talking about either.
So,
I mean, but like when it comes to Cyclops, I've got like 3 or 4 versions of Cyclops. I've got 3 versions of Batman. I've got 2 versions of Captain America. I've got, yeah.
But he's only got one Austin Powers, man.
And then he's groovy, baby. And I'm so torn because with Scott Innes being there and he does the voice of Shaggy. The last time I showed up as Austin Powers and walked in the door at Cape Comic Con, and he went, "Oh, Shaggy meets the Shagmeister," and then he was like, "I gotta get a picture with you," and then it was just like,
You got to do it at some point.
yeah, I gotta do
that
it.
weekend.
Yeah, I gotta
Yes,
do it.
yes,
So
yes.
I gotta figure out when I'm gonna do that. So it might be Aquaman one day. It might be Austin Powers.
You may be, we may be seeing the man in many suits this on the weekend.
Yeah.
Of Heroes for Kids.
I know there's
Comic-Con.
going to be somebody that says, "Where's Batman?" And then I'll be like, "God bless America."
Yep.
And then I'll have to, and then
Run out to the car, change, do the pop the trunk and change in the back seat.
yeah, yeah.
And Batman's done it quite a few times.
Batman's he's got.
But it wasn't a limo that he was doing it, or a
No,
Rolls
no.
Royce.
No, it wasn't like Superman jumping in the back of a cop car on
And
one side,
one
coming
side,
out the other
walking out
side.
the other.
Ba ba ba.
The cop's going.
No, but yeah, I've had times when I've done this that I come out of one event where they wanted Captain America, So I stopped off on the way to the next event, walked into Hardee's, went into the bathroom, went in as Captain America, and I was like, whoa, when I came out, it was Batman. And I hopped in the car and drove off, and they're like, what is going on in there? Is there a portal to the superhero universe or something in there? You know, yes, I have changed in broom closets. I have gone behind bushes.
I've changed in a porta potty.
So, yes, and you want to talk dangerous?
Thank God it was early in the morning and they came in and cleaned it up.
Yeah,
That would have been terrible.
wouldn't that have been something you go to put your belt on and all of a sudden it falls in the, and then you go.
Yeah,
But what I know is the stains of the smell.
it would have been driving home.
Yeah, you're gonna have to deal without me this parade, okay?
Yeah.
So, but yeah. And,
Again, cosplay etiquette for anybody coming out to the event this weekend. Again, when you're out there with everybody, you're in costume. If you're wearing a mask and you need to take your mask off, please go inside and do it. They don't need. Again, we're out there. A lot of these kids come out to see the real characters. That's what we are to a lot of these people.
Right.
So, if you've got to step away to do something, go step away to do something. But again, make sure you have somebody with you. If you have somebody that can come up as a handler, make sure the handler gets approved. It's not going to take much for us to get them approved.
Right. Just let me know.
Yeah, let Dennis know to where he can shoot me the names and stuff. That way I can get them checked. But I want that or buddy up with, Batman and Superman will be buddying up, and it's one of those things. If I tap him and say, hey, I'm tapping out for a few minutes. Batman follows me in to make sure I don't drop when I get into the cold
Right.
area. Same way with me with Batman.
Right.
We got to watch each other's back, especially with the way this heat is.
Right.
So, watch language when we're out there with the kids. Yes, Deadpool, watch your language. Yes, I see you're on here.
Yeah.
So
And yeah, and if you're a smoker, don't smoke.
no, there's no smoking in costume at all.
Costume at all. Okay.
No smoking, no
kid-
drinking alcohol.
Kid-friendly language and dress, and
Make sure you're wearing the proper undergarments. No twigs and berries or
Camel toes.
none of that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
Again,
yeah.
if you and on that note, Jess is working on. We haven't done it in a while. We've got a lot of people with our group. Where Jess is going to finesse our code of conduct, because we do have a code of conduct for Heroes for Kids.
Right.
She's going to be posting it probably in our group chat, volunteer chat, once we get it done, once the three of us get it done and sign off on it. And then again, it's going to be the Bible when it comes to coming out and doing shows, because again, there's some times that we get a little loosey-goosey with some of the stuff, but when we're out there in public and we're doing stuff, we gotta watch what we're doing, especially what we're saying. Superman slips up every once in a while, especially when something comes up. Batman has to stay in character. Superman has to stay in character.
Yeah.
I'm the Boy Scout. I've got to stay the Boy Scout. As much as I want to gambit, go all gambit on a little bit of it, I can't. So
Right.
yeah.
and of course, it kind of goes without saying, wherever we are, we have to abide by the applicable laws. We can't vandalize. We can't trespass. We can't. Okay, we can't do that kind of stuff. But yeah.
Also, I want to give a shout out to the Super Museum for posting and doing a shout out and giving Heroes for Kids a shout out for our Dairy Queen event. I want to do a awesome shout out to thank you to everybody that stood up to Heroes for Kids, stood up for Heroes for Kids.
Stood up to Heroes for Kids.
Stood up to Heroes for Kids. But stood up for Heroes for Kids in that, I got to reading a little bit about, trying to see some of the posts. You can ask Jess. I bit my tongue and bit my lip as hard and as long as I could. I
was fortunate I didn't see that.
I was to the point I almost couldn't eat dinner. I was how aggravated I got. I've been body shamed. I've been, and that's the way I took it. I've been body shamed. Jess has been body shamed. I don't doubt we've all been body shamed, but I'm sorry. We do this is because it's something we love. We put our heart and soul in all this, and I'm not going to have somebody stand by and disrespect not only. Heroes for Kids is my family. I'll flat out say it. Heroes for Kids is my family. Jess and I created it, and all of you guys are come in and volunteer and help out, and it's one of them things.
And you put your heart and soul.
You guys have put your hearts and souls into this, and making Heroes for Kids a success for 10 years.
Right.
Whether you're a volunteer since day one or you've just started within the last couple weeks, I want to thank everyone. No, I'm not going to shout out. I'm not going to give the person any credit or do anything like that. I'm not going to publicize him or anything like that.
Right.
But again, don't attack people. And this goes for us too.
Right.
If we want to sit back here and behind, we want to do stuff between us. That's between us. But we can't stoop down to their level. So I wanna praise everybody that jumped in and batted for Heroes for Kids and took the high ground and didn't go overboard. Again, like I said, the way I put it, I could have went completely the opposite direction, but I took a page out of this guy's book. Because again,
you tried to handle it diplomatically.
I handled it diplomatically.
You gave him a. Long walk off a short pier, please.
I basically.
What did you do?
I basically told him that before he commented or made comments or anything, please do his research. And
did we know this? Do we know this individual?
I do not know the individual.
Then he's not worth worrying about.
No, I do not. He not only targeted Heroes for Kids, but he also did the Super Museum, and I'm not going to have that.
Right.
So I did it the Superman way, not the Deputy Johnson or me. I did it the Superman way, and you can see the post. I thought I did it pretty decently.
You didn't take like a gun and shoot him and then catch the bullet.
No, I did not. No,
fear,
I did not. No, I did not.
You didn't take him like up into the stratosphere and then drop him, and then catch him before he hit the ground and said, "Now, don't make me come back."
Right, I did not. I did
not. All right.
No. Yeah, again, it was. I kept it diplomatic. I did not.
Did you guys erase it? Or?
No, it's still on there.
Oh, it's still on there.
It's still on there.
Okay.
I even.
You'll have to show me that later.
Yeah, I'll show.
Because I haven't seen it.
Okay. Anybody got any questions on here? Let us know. We'll answer them. But again, I want to thank everybody that all of our volunteers and everything that comes out and help. And again, look forward to seeing everybody this Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
And Sunday. Sunday we will be at Shriners. Jess, can you post the stuff for the Shriners event in the chat? Shriners will be in St. Louis. Is a St. Louis event. I'll get all the info and everything on there as soon as I can, whether it be on the Facebook page itself or on the chat here. So yeah, look forward to hanging out with everybody this weekend. So that's going to be fun. I don't know, what else we want to talk about?
It sounds like the lantern thing. Originally, we were talking about coming out in 2026.
It's coming out.
They're trying to figure out if they can make it come out earlier. It's still on track for 26. 26, but maybe a few months earlier. And it depends.
And it's a cop drama is basically what it's going to be.
Yeah.
So it's whatever.
It's
that's
old.
whatever.
It's old cop with young rookie.
Yeah.
Teaching him the ropes and all that stuff, and it's going to have Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart.
Yeah.
Okay,
So definitely looking forward to that.
But don't be surprised if you see.
It's a Heroes Complex popping up.
Yeah.
Chat. So look for I look for.
Okay, somebody asked if there's going to be a Supergirl with this one. As far as I know, no. So if you want to do Supergirl, Rachel, that's fine. What we do have, we have a Thor, we have a Spider-Man or two, we have Wolverine, we have Captain America, Batman, Superman, and
Can I join?
Doctor Strange, and
I thought you were already on in the
so
process. Of
yeah,
coming up with
I
that
don't see anything on the list here that says Supergirl. So
one.
yeah,
I
if you
thought
want to do
Scarlet
Supergirl,
Witch was coming up. Yes,
and I believe we're going to have a Wonder Woman. So
and Scarlet Witch, from what I understand.
Scarlet Witch. Okay.
Yes.
Scarlet Witch. Yeah. Okay. And Scarlet Witch. So yeah, Supergirl's fine.
So yeah, it's going to be fun. I look forward to it. I love the event. It's always been a blast. I've been up there once in costume and a couple times out of costume just to hang out and just to look around some stuff. And yeah, no. Hey, maybe we can get into another VR battle. Now that you know what you're up against.
All right.
Maybe we can get into another VR battle.
They've
I
got to
wanna
make
see
it
it.
where I can take the cowl. Either I'll have to take the cowl off, or I'm going to.
You know what you do.
Right.
You know what you do. Again, the goggles. Okay, they're goggles, so they can't really see your face, right?
Right.
Okay, so what you do is you back yourself over in like to a dark corner or one of the corners. Have one of them come over and help you pull. You take your cowl off, leave your balaclava over your head because you have to have that on, right?
Right.
Okay, you got your glasses, and then put the VR over the top of that. That way they don't see your head. All they see is they still see is this.
Right.
But your VR, you just take your cowl off.
Right.
Okay, leave your
We can
and
do
then
that.
you step back over. When we're done, you step back over and then put the cowl back on and put your mask back on and
Out the door.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, if we want, I can find you a hair. What do they call them? One of them little hair, hair things that you put in your hair to hold your hair back with some bat ears on it. That way you can have that.
Yeah.
On. No, you don't. That wouldn't work.
That.
You didn't want to do that.
No,
And then we can bedazzle your cape a little bit.
no, we're not going to bedazzle my cape. It's not a chandelier, okay? That's up. Oh my gosh.
Okay, I keep getting. I think Jess might be up there answering questions on the chat. I don't know because the chat's coming up on the chat's coming right here from the for the deal. But no, it's safety first. Again, it's a fun time up there. I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait. So, yeah. Dang it! I gotta make sure I got a good pair of boots.
Yeah.
I can't have my super boots. I can't wear my other boots.
And the corn sweat boots don't really go with.
No, I've got another pair of boots.
Mm-hmm.
I've got another pair of boots up there I can wear. So it's.
Right.
I gotta look at them to see what I can do. So nothing.
They're going to make a new pair for you, or?
I've got to get down payment together. As soon as I get that, then we start steamrolling it,
Okay.
and then it'll roughly be about 2 months. So I'll have to go with the other pair of boots. I'm gonna try darken them up a little bit. See if I can't do that with my polish that I have for the other boots.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna see if I can't darken my other boots up just a little bit with it, and it shouldn't do much. And if I can do that, I'm game.
Okay.
I mean, and granted, the brighter boots will work. I just gotta make sure it doesn't really set off anything else, or doesn't. So yeah, I'm
Yeah.
good. Yeah, Superman's good. I just gotta piece something together.
Yeah.
Not like I can't.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Exactly.
mean, it may be Rebirth. It may be Reborn. I mean, heck, I can always go black suit. Black suit with the red cape.
Although I don't know if black suit would work well with summer heat.
Probably would.
Yeah. So
Uh,
I don't
so,
want you doing header into the parking lot.
No, the super. Yeah, we don't want a magnitude. We don't want a magnitude earth. We don't want to register an earthquake on a Richter scale in St. Louis. I got Jess. Jess yells no.
Anyway.
So, but no, looking forward to seeing everybody the 10th, 11th, 12th, or the 11th. Yeah, 10th, 11th, and 12th down at Marcus Theater for Superman. Rachel with the Hero Complex. It's up to you, but to stay cooler, I would probably go Supergirl. I mean,
Unless you're staying inside the building most of the
yeah,
time. I mean,
again,
it
just
depends on what she can handle heat wise or whatever.
yeah,
Be safe is all I'm going to say to you, Rachel.
yeah.
Whatever you want to do. So.
She's not asking that on the live. She's asking it through the chat, and I'm answering.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Mama's taking the chat. Mama's
Okay,
dealing
go
with the chat.
Go with the live.
Okay.
Scott's time is 1:30, not 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good
Okay.
scheduling.
Okay. Well, no, the chat keeps. You've got a chat going, and it keeps pulling up the chat the complex chat over the chat for the live,
Sorry.
and it's
I
yeah.
have no way to avoid that.
All right, not a big deal.
Facebook.
Yep. So, but no, looking forward for all the summer movies. Fantastic Four's coming out. It looks to be pretty good. Everything that we went and seen, I think it was Thunderbolts, that the ending credit scene almost teases a little bit of Fantastic Four.
Okay.
Thunderbolts has been out long enough. I can say it. There is the cut scene at the end of Thunderbolts where you see the Fantastic Four ship, which Thunderbolts is done in present time.
Right.
So, and Fantastic Four, just by looking at what we're seeing in the previews, is in the past.
Right.
So we have that time jump. So there is a time jump in this to put the Fantastic Four in nowadays time.
Well, from what I gather is somehow they end up in the negative zone, and so when they come back out of the negative zone,
It's in
all this
present
time
day.
has passed. Yeah.
I'm looking for, and that might be, and if I'm not mistaken, at the end of Thunderbolts, it was, and it's all supposed to be for Avengers Doomsday. So, I mean, I'm looking forward to Avengers Doomsday.
Right.
Number one, for the main man himself, Gambit. I want to see Channing Tatum, or just the Gambit character itself get a bigger spotlight than what he did in Deadpool. Channing Tatum did awesome in Deadpool, and I can't wait to see if they let him go a little bit more with it for the Avengers movie.
Well, from what I gather from the Doomsday, or what they're doing with the Avengers movie, I'm not going to be surprised if that's when they draw in X-Men and Fantastic Four. And
X-Men's in it, yeah. X-Men's in it. Avengers are in it. Yeah, just about everybody is in this
so
movie.
it sounds like they're going to do an expansion.
Yeah, it's almost a. What is it? What was the Endgame? Wasn't that the last one?
Yeah.
Okay. It's basically, it's just like Endgame. So it's basically you got Doctor Doom and everybody's there.
Right.
For instance, in Endgame, it was Thanos is there and everybody's there.
Right.
So it's a little. I just hope they don't cram so much into it that it it's just you get everybody going. Like the big fight scene at the end of Endgame, to where everybody bloops out of nowhere, and then it's with the camera.
Right.
Oh, look!
Well,
you
in that
can't.
game,
You
it
can't.
kind of worked because you'd had 10
Oh,
years
yeah.
to get used to all these characters and see all these movies. So when they brought it in, it made sense. We're an army of people defending the earth. Okay, it makes sense. You gotta have all those.
So, and it almost sounds like what they're getting ready to do with the new one, with
Right.
this other movie, but it being Doctor Doom or Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor. The costume, from what I've seen of it in clips, actually looks pretty cool.
Right.
I mean, he looks it. I mean,
Yeah.
kudos to Marvel. I mean, the
Right.
suit looks pretty good, and I mean bad as in
Wicked,
wow, bad,
wicked,
yeah.
wicked,
So,
cool.
yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing. That. I mean, Fantastic Four. I want to see how it plays out. I hate the fact that we're unfortunately getting another origin story. I mean, we've had how many tries at Fantastic Four with the origin story?
The origin story at least twice already.
And we're already doing another origin story. So I mean, if you're a comic book fan, you know the Fantastic Four.
Right.
Why are we doing it? I mean, it's. I mean,
I would rather
I
they
would-
do something like they did with Spider-Man. They alluded to it, but they didn't really.
why didn't they do something? Why didn't they do something like what James Gunn is doing with like Superman? Again, Fantastic Four. We know the Fantastic Four. If you're a comic nerd, if you're not a comic
Right.
nerd, you know Fantastic Four.
Right. If you've seen the Tim Story movies, that's good enough.
Yeah,
to,
and it's
Fantastic Four.
But it's one of them things, that's like Superman. You don't need an origin story every time you reboot the Superman. Or
Right.
reboot Superman.
Right.
Or Wonder Woman. Or Batman. Or,
Yeah.
you don't need those main key characters. You don't need that origin story.
It sounds like James Gunn is getting away from that. We don't always need to see Bruce Wayne's parents die.
No.
So
we
he-
don't need to see Krypton blow up. Now take it. Now I understand the reason why Snyder did it. Not a big deal. It gave us a different iteration, but I'm glad Gunn is bringing us into that 3-year range. This is Superman year 3 basically. Superheroes and villains are already known in the world. Superman's already known in the world.
Right.
Lois and Clark are already a couple.
And from what I've gathered, Green Lantern, Hawkgirl, and all those, supposedly they've been around for years, and people.
Yeah.
And then Superman shows up 3 years ago, and so this is a world where everybody pretty much knows superheroes exist.
Yeah,
And
so it's not like again, going back to Fantastic Four, why couldn't they have done something like that? Why couldn't they given us the Thing and Human Torch and Invisible Woman and Doctor Fantastic? Why couldn't we have gotten that at a several years in advance instead of giving us an origin story? And then all of a sudden, by the end of the movie, which I'm assuming by the after clip of Thunderbolts, they disappear for, looks like possibly a couple centuries. Or decades, or whatever it is.
Decades, yeah.
And then they come back to
60
Elizabeth.
years, yeah.
Yeah, they're alive and around in the 60s and 70s, disappear, and then come back 2025.
Right.
It's I mean, yeah.
Yeah, well, we'll have to see the movie.
Yeah,
It might be the first.
I'm looking forward to it. I will be going to see it. So it's.
It might be like the first half hour is sort of a recap of what how the Fantastic Four became,
And yes.
and then maybe the rest of the movie will be they go into the negative zone and somehow they get back and now they're in a whole new world that they're trying to make sense of. Yeah.
And yes, I have seen the new costumes. I don't know if they're from the Marvel Rivals game or if it's the ones from the movie. They look pretty cool.
The Fantastic Four costumes.
Yes, I am thinking about possibly doing a Reed Richards.
They've got a 60s vibe to them, that's for sure.
No, okay, then it must be the one from the Marvel Rivals game because it looks pretty cool. I like the costumes that are from the Marvel Rivals. So I can let this grow out a little bit. I can leave. I don't have to dust my hair with the black paint.
And then when you walk around, you say, "Hi, I'm Reed Richards. This is my wife Sue."
Yeah.
There's somebody standing there because there's nobody standing there. She's invisible.
Yeah. So yeah, it's I'm thinking
but here's the thing though.
he's big and rocky.
Yeah, he's big and rocky. You're already tall. Thing cannot be smaller than you. He has to
Okay.
be bigger than you.
Right.
So
So who we getting?
Rob.
Rob. Oh,
Rob, do the thing.
Rob, do the thing.
Yeah. Do the thing with the thing.
Do the thing with the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thing ring, do your thing. Yeah. That was the lamest cartoon I ever saw as a kid. The Ben Grimm, instead of being in a cosmic accident, he finds a spring that
Yes, I
energy,
remember what you're
and he
talking about.
turns into the thing.
Yep, he can transform
Yeah,
back
he can
and forth.
transform back and forth. That was lame. And then there was that one Fantastic Four cartoon where they didn't have the Human Torch
Yep.
because they had Firestar and Spider-Man and Amazing
That's
Friends.
Spider-Man
so they
and
had
Amazing
Herbie.
Friends.
They had Herbie the robot. That was lame too.
Yeah, because you had Spider-Man, Human Torch, and wasn't it
No, Spider-Man His Amazing Friends was Firestar and Iceman.
Firestar and Iceman? That's what
Yeah.
it was. Yeah.
So I don't know why they took the Human Torch out of it, but they had Herbie, and that was it just didn't work. So
That's okay.
I didn't even like it when one of the members would bow out and somebody else would take their place, like Medusa or She-Hulk or Spider-Man.
Fantastic Four has had quite a big Wolverine, Ghost Rider, the Hulk,
Right.
She-Hulk.
Right.
They've had, Hank Pym, Spider-Man.
I wouldn't be surprised.
That's just a small.
Right. Ben or Johnny bows out, and then they have somebody else come in and take place. Like when Sue went out, She-Hulk came in. Or no, it was Thing that went out, and then She-Hulk came in so that they could have the strength factor going on.
Yep.
So,
Well, it's no worse than the X-Men. I mean, look at how many variations of X-Men teams that you got. That were look at the core X-Men group, and then the core X-Men group broke up, and then you had new team members show up,
X-Force,
and then you had X-Force,
X-Factor,
X-Factor, and all these, all because the X-Men team couldn't keep the members together.
and not only that, but
Until the mid '90s, when they did X-Men team, X-Men Gold and Blue team, and then for the most part, that continuity stayed true to even today. But then you had, like, for instance, Beast and Cyclops would come over here and join X-Factor, or they'd break up the team. They'd break up the X-Men team for a little bit, and they would join the other X factions,
and that's
all just to come back about a month later and rejoin the X-Men.
And here's another one.
All because they got mad at
X-Men. Some X-Men have also joined the Avengers.
Yes.
Wolverine and Storm and
Rogue.
Rogue.
Gambit has been asked He was part of the West Coast Avengers for a short time.
Yeah, one
Uh,
issue.
Yeah,
So-
one or two issues.
Yeah,
He was in the Affinity Gauntlet with so not only the X-Men, but when they partnered him up, they put him in the X-Men or the X-Men with that as well. When the X-Men was involved in that, and then when the Infinity Gauntlet ended, he was with, I believe, the West Coast Avengers for a short time. And then Nick Fury was like, and it was, no, it wasn't Nick. It was, I believe it was Tony. Went, no, he's got to get out of here. And so Gambit went, fine, I'm gone. You don't want me? I'm leaving.
Right.
So instead of causing issues like Gambit could possibly have done.
Right. And here's you know, somebody once made the claim to me that said, you know, there's a lot of street heroes that ended up being part of the Avengers. And I was like, Daredevil? He was, yeah, he's been in them. I was like, how big? So I looked it up. Yeah, sure, he was right. Daredevil has been a member of
Luke Cage,
has.
Jessica Jones,
Yes.
pretty much. What is it? The Daredevil's group that's on
the Defenders.
The Defenders. Every one of the Defenders.
Iron Fist is, yeah.
Every one of the Defenders were part of the Avengers at one time.
Yeah. I think the only person that has been in Avengers Mansion that has never really left was Jarvis.
Yeah.
Other than that, yeah. Cap's come in and out. Iron Man's gone in and out.
Yeah,
You know, we've
pretty
had
much.
X-Men come in and out. Yeah. Just, you know, we've had Hercules, we've had Hulk, we've had,
Yeah.
yeah. So, yeah. And the old Defenders,
I'm an Avenger.
the old Defenders were like Doctor Strange and the Hulk. Yeah, they've both been Avengers too. Hulk was like an Avenger for like the first 6 issues, and then they made him a member of the Defenders.
I've been an Avenger for over 20 years.
I've been an Avenger for.
No, seriously.
You've been an Avenger.
I've got a clearance card for the event.
Oh, really?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
over on my desk.
Okay.
Yeah, I have an Avengers clearance card.
Okay. I believe it.
I've also
I mean,
graduated.
I've got a Batcave credit card, and yeah.
I've also got a diploma from Xavier's.
School of Mutancy.
Yes.
Or
Gifted Mutants. Yes, I've got a diploma from them too.
Oh, really?
Yes. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, but are you having them girls pull up to the car beside you and go, "Is your name Scott?" No, yeah.
No, yeah. This is that's all you needed.
My name is Randy, baby. Yeah.
That gets them good.
Yeah. I must admit, you were a hit up at Sullivan. So.
Tell me about it. My neck got sore on that day.
Yeah. Everybody's like, Avengers are cool. Or, no, X-Men are cool.
But Gambit,
Gambit fits.
yeah, I'm just walking around, just having a good old time.
Yeah.
Gambit, get over here! I mean, dude, you were dressed as Cyclops,
Yeah,
weren't you?
yeah.
And it was just,
I didn't have Wolverine yet.
Whoop, they just pretty much pushed you out of the way. We're getting photos with this guy.
No. So I had to walk over to where the girls were up on the stage dancing and just stand there and watch them dance, and then they were like, "Is he looking at us or not?" You know. While you're over there. Come on, Cher. Yeah.
Gambit doing his thing.
The only thing you didn't do is ask for crawdad stew or.
Oh.
You know.
Hey, I had a lot of beads I come home with.
Yeah, you did.
Some were well worth it. We'll keep that clean.
Yeah. I was like, well, you know how them girls get and how they get those.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I saw a couple of these girls up in the trees doing their
Oh
thing.
my God, I'm
doing their
surprised
thing,
some-
and I'm like, when I was a kid, I couldn't find one of these. Now they're growing on the trees.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Soulard, going to Soulard or going down to Mardi Gras. It's fun.
Juilliard is not a place to wear a cape.
No.
Because you almost don't want to wear your long trench coat things because, yeah, it's a little crazy down there.
Yeah.
And that's as close to getting risque as I'm going to get. Let's just say people let that
I had a blast. I had a lot of photos taken of me. So they had a
They had a place there
they
that
had
had
a gym.
sign
They had
that-
a gym. It was some
Gambit.
form of a gym. It was called Gambit.
Yeah.
So yeah, I jumped up there with them. They had like the whole guys and girls both got up there and posed, and
Yeah.
so that was pretty cool. I did. I enjoyed going down there. We're gonna have to do that again.
And the funny thing of it was, you know, when they had the parade coming through, they had superheroes in the parade, you know,
Yeah.
and they were waving to the crowd. And here we are, we're standing off on the side.
And we're getting more.
we're getting more attention than the parade is.
Yeah.
And they're like,
Yeah.
and it was like, get on the parade. Well, it's too late now. The parade's almost over. You're at the end of the parade.
Yeah.
Why would we get on the float with you
Yeah.
guys? But yeah.
No, we had fun.
But yeah, and everybody was like, "Whoa, what is this?" You know, we're just walking through the crowd like this is just another day.
Yeah, just
Because it
another day
was
for
just
us.
another day.
Yeah.
And all those people that were on the float, they were like, "Yeah, like you guys got balls. You're out there walking.
We're walking in the crowd. They're up on the
Yeah.
on the parade.
Yeah, they're like we're doing this on the parade, but you guys are actually walking through the crowd. We gotta give you props.
Yeah.
You know, so anyway. But,
What?
Nothing.
But no.
Well, I'm actually
no.
my name.
Yeah, no. Enjoyed. Oh yeah, I enjoy going out. I mean, heck, I mean,
yeah, we do.
I suit
We
up
gotta
as
do that.
Superman, and it's just like I jump out of the car and just walk to wherever I need to go.
Right.
I mean, hey Adrian, I have actually felt the ground shift because everybody's doing the puppy dog in the window type
Right.
look as we walk up to the building. So
I can't tell you how many restaurants we've almost tipped over.
Yeah,
So, but yeah,
it's fun.
I think if we go up to Soulard again, yeah, you're probably gonna do Gambit.
I'm doing Gambit. I can't do.
I'm not gonna do Wolverine. I don't want to get
cannot.
Claws and run.
I cannot do. If I go to Mardi Gras, I gotta do Gambit. Gambit
if
is-
I go, I'm gonna do probably Batman.
Okay.
Yeah, that way everybody be like, whoa.
Batman and Gambit. Let's see.
Batman and Gambit. Yeah.
Wow.
That would be
That would be a pretty cool team up.
interesting
It would be.
team up. I'd be like, here's a batarang, charge this bad boy up. You know.
You
I mean,
toss it, I catch it.
Boom. Twice the punch power.
Yeah. No more Joker.
Yeah. Yeah. Where's the Joker? You're breathing.
Where's the Joker? Up there.
Yeah. He not white no more. He blue. He blue. Little over there. Little over there. Little over there. That ain't no joke.
Gambit looked like that gumbo I ate the other day.
He is the gumbo you ate the other day.
Now, speaking of DC Marvel team ups, DC Marvel is getting ready to team up Deadpool and Batman.
Oh, I just thought of something. Oh, I thought of this. You go as Gambit. I'll go as Austin Powers.
Oh Lord.
Oh, Lord. Then we'll say, let's see who gets the most beat. Yeah, baby. Let's do it. Uncle Momo, Jogo. I guarantee
You would jump the fence just to run in the parade. Come on.
You start at one end of the street, I'll start
Just
the other
run back
one.
and forth.
And then when we get to the middle, we'll compare how many beads, and then we'll finish up the street. And we'll come back and take a tally. And
Oh my God.
I'm crawling back.
Oh, these beats are so heavy. Oh, man.
Gambit's still with.
Why?
That's what we need to do. That's a team up right there.
Gambit and Austin.
Powers. I guarantee you, that's the only character I would do that would even have a
Dude,
chance. Of
we gotta do a photo shoot. We gotta do. Okay. I'll set a date. We've got to figure out a date. We got to try figuring things out. We'll get the dates, the setup, the whole 9 yards. We got to do something. Austin Powers and Gambit, just to Gambit standing there looking all serious, and then Austin Powers with.
What we need to do is a fan film where Austin, your mission, if you choose to accept it, that we need you to find and bring in for questioning. Yeah, baby, I can do it. So you're at some nightclub, you're surrounded by a bevy of beauties. I come in, and you're like, "Woman, me, you're cutting in on my action. I can't allow that." And I'm like, "Whoa!"
Doing the little.
Yeah. Every blast you throw, I kind of, boy. I guarantee you, we probably win comedy of the
Oh
year.
my God!
Yes.
So.
Oh my God! I'm watching this. I'm watching this because it's almost a 5-second delay, and it's got me going. Well, you doing it too.
And then,
so,
and then
yeah.
somehow I get the pole away from you, and I start doing some kind of a pole dance.
Shag nasty pole dance.
Shag
Yeah.
nasty pole dance.
Oh, Lord.
Well, on me, you can have the stick. I get another one.
Anybody got any Clorox wipes?
Oh my God.
This thing needs fumigated bad. I can't even burn this off.
Oh.
Yeah. And the folks up at Big River Con, they told me no more other characters.
No more Batman.
It
You gotta
has
do
to be Austin Powers. You have to show us Austin Powers.
Do you know these two? Yes, son, you do know me.
You're even related to him, so there.
But no. No, look forward. Well, let's see what's on. It's 20 time. Let's go ahead. This weekend, if you're in the Mount Vernon area, please go help the event. You know what event I'm talking about. Get up there in the mountain. Anyone in the Mount Vernon area, get over there and support that event over there in the Mount Vernon area, please. And then the rest of us, we are going to be at the Heroes Celebration at the Heroes Complex this Saturday in St. Peter's. Check out our Facebook page for the address and everything and times. Sunday, we will be at in St. Louis for the Shriners Toy Show, which is going to be awesome. Again, I love anytime I get to help Shriners Hospital out or the Shriners in general. I love to do it. So look forward to coming out there and helping the Shriners out this weekend as well. Then 3rd of July, catch us at the Perry Park Center for the 4th of July fireworks. We will be out there bringing in the 4th of July with the city of Perryville, the citizens of Perryville, Superman, Captain America. We're going to be sweating it along with everybody out there. You never know if we can get a tent set up. We may even try to do something for something special for the Comic-Con that evening as well. Yeah. The 10th, 11th, and 12th, come hang out with us in Cape at Marcus Theater for the Superman movie. David Cornsweet it plays Superman in it. Previews and everything looks awesome in the movie. Look forward to seeing everybody and taking photos with them this weekend. That weekend in Cape Girardeau, and then we roll right into Toyman. Patricia Patz And Paul Taylor will be at the Bridgeton Hall or the Machinist Hall in Bridgeton on the 13th, and then the 19th and 20th. Heroes for Kids Comic Con. Scott Ennis, Jerry the King Lawler, and the awesome, talented Philo Barnhart will be here in Perryville.
Yeah.
So, and that takes us up through the end of the month. So, I look forward to seeing everybody. So come out and hang out with Batman and Superman and all of our friends at the Hero Complex in St. Peter's this weekend, this Saturday. So, like our Facebook page, like our Instagram,
Check
our
us out on YouTube.
check us out on YouTube. Heroes for Kids, Perryville, Mo. Jess, you got anything?
No.
No. Okay. Prayers for a speedy recovery for my wife. And we look forward to seeing everybody this weekend out at the events, or this month out at all our events. Double check our calendars.
Right.
We love you all. Thank you. Good night.
Good night.